Okay, so now you're all set up as an affiliate with GVO, and you put yourself in a position to generate more profits through using the third-party autoresponder. Now I'm going to show you how you integrate that with the system and how you actually get your list and everything set up. It's actually pretty simple. So you're going to go to the GVO login page, which looks a lot like this. You're going to put in your username on the top, and then your password, and then you're just going to click login, of course. And it's going to throw you into the GVO back office. Now, your GVO back office may look slightly different than this because GVO has a lot of different tools that you can subscribe to, and I subscribe to a whole bunch of them. So yours may be much more simplified. But over here on the left-hand side, what you're going to do is scroll down until you see Autoresponder. Yours may be up further towards the top. But anyway, when you see Autoresponder under Business Marketing Tools here, in this section, you're going to click on that. And now once again, when you click on that, yours is going to be empty because I have a whole bunch of lists in here and you don't have any lists yet. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to set up a campaign, and we're going to import the autoresponder sequence, which is already pre-written into your system, and then I'm going to show you how you integrate that back into the system. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to set up a new list. So what you do is when you're back here, you're going to see 4 tabs across the top: campaigns, messages, subscribers, forms, import, export. And then over here a little drop down button. You won't have anything here because you don't have any lists yet, but I have a whole bunch of lists. So we're just going to come here under campaigns, and we're going to click on list, right? When you click on list, it's going to bring up campaign list, and you're not going to have anything down here because you don't have any campaigns yet. But you'll see 2 little boxes. One of them is going to say get a copy of the campaign by code, or you can get a shared campaign. Okay, we're going to use the first box here. And so what we're going to do is on this same page of the back office where you're seeing this video, you should see a box and a link down below that has a share code for the campaign in there. And I'm just going to pop this little text file up here. And it should look something like this. It may be exactly this same share code. It may be different, so verify the one that's actually sitting on the page is going to be the correct one. So you're going to take that share code. You're going to simply copy it the same way I'm doing here off the page. And then you're going to put it into this box right there. And once again, you use the top box, not the bottom box. And you're going to click on Get Campaign. Boom. So what it does is it has created a campaign for you now, and you're going to be looking at this same field here where it says Edit Campaign, right? And so the campaign name is, when it brings that campaign in, it will actually come in and say Daily Income -Z&Z. Since I already had that campaign name in there, it added a 1 behind mine. So you can actually change the name of this if you want to, or you can leave it exactly the same, whatever's easier. It might be easier for the time being just to leave it the same, right? So it'll say Daily Income -Z&Z. And then just a little explanation about what it is down here. Now, down here, you do, of course, need to change these fields. Because under the email settings, you're going to be putting in your information, and you're going to be taking out the system or my information that's in there. So the from name will just be your name. In this case, I would say Mark Barrett. And the from email would be whatever email address you're using. I'll just put a email address in here. Notification email will be whatever email address you want to be notified at when you get a lead that comes into the system, right? And you can actually test it right here to make sure it goes through. Unsubscribe text, you just leave that the same. Activation text, you leave that the same, right? Company name and URL, you don't need to put anything down there. But if you keep this checked to notify about a new subscriber, you do have to have an email address in here, and then the system will send you an email to tell you when you have a new lead that's come into the system. So that's all we need to do. Once change this, change this, change this, everything else can remain the same. And then I just click Edit. and that will save the campaign. And now what you'll see down here is we have daily income ZNZ1, and I put a 1 behind it once again. You can just leave it daily income ZNZ, but since I already had that in my system, it needed to name it something different. So now what we want to do is we want to go in and edit the global fields. So you're going to go to this little, since you only have one list in here, the proper list is going to be up here in your drop-down box, but I'm going to have to go down and select it. You always want to make sure if you have more than one campaign in GVO, and that's one of the advantages of using this outside professional autoresponder, is that if you decide you want to set up other types of capture pages and web pages and really get aggressive on your internet marketing and really drive your income stream up, maybe even using some of the different affiliate programs that I'm going to show you how to use, then you can funnel all your leads into one system, which is GVO, right? So that's a big advantage here. So, which is what you see me doing here. So, you want to make sure though that when you're going to edit a list that you're on the right list. So you use this drop-down box. You'll only have one there. So, what we're going to do is now we're going to come over here to where it says Global Fields. See this little tab right here? You click on Global Fields. Now this is an important step you have to do, because with global fields there's only one thing you have to change in here, actually two. Under the signature, the way the autoresponders are set up and written right now, they're on the autoresponders there is a signature code on the autoresponders, and what it does when that goes out from your system, it's going to reach back here into this signature box, and whatever you put in here, it's going to slap into your email. So that makes it easy for you. You don't have to go typing your name in on all the emails and edit them all individually. They're all set up with a code that actually inserts it. And so you're going to want to change this to your name, right? And then you can also add in, if you want, you can put your phone number down there. You can put the city you're from, or you can just put your name, whatever you want. But you need something, at least your name in the signature box here, right? And then what you're going to do under Global 1, you're going to see No Boss. Now what you need to do here is to put in your username, whatever that is, for your daily income team system. So whatever you set up, that is your capture page URL. In other words, if I'm in the back office of my system and I click on visit my capture page, remember whatever username you set up is going to be appended to the back of your link here. So that's your username right there. So for the autoresponders to work properly, you're going to take that username you set up and make sure you get it right, and then you're going to put it in here. Oops. Didn't cut and paste right there, did I? Okay. So I'm going to take test here, and then I'm going to copy it. Okay, I've got it copied, and then I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to put it in there, test. And that way, what happens is it'll insert it on the links that are going out in your emails, and I'll show you how that works in a minute, though. So you got to change this global field, you got to change the name, and you click Update. Okay, now what you can do. Now you've got the settings correct. Now all you have to do is come in here and you can actually look at your messages. Click on Messages, and you'll see that these are the same 5 or 6 messages that are in the system autoresponders. But over here, if you want to edit them or look at them, you click on Edit, and you'll see they come up back here. But you don't really even need to edit them. You can just test them. Now as you can see, this goes to your landing page in Daily Income Team right here. But this little thing on the back here, this percentage mark, global fields, percentage mark, that's going to insert your Daily Income Team username right there. And I'll show you how that works. And it just automatically does it, which is why you have to change that one field and make sure you do it correctly, right? And you'll see a whole bunch of these strange codes in here. Don't change any of them. What this does is this is automatically going to insert your phone number, automatically going to insert your name into your emails, so you don't have to come and edit them all. The only editing I recommend you do in these, and you can do it later on, you don't need to do it right now, is you're probably going to want to come in here and space this down and then put a picture of yourself, smiling photo of yourself up here, and then maybe your website link right below your picture. It's called branding. You don't have to do it. You can do it later, but it's a good idea to do. You'll see that almost all my emails that come out all have my smiling face in there. So anyway, so it's just set. I just wanted to show you that. You don't actually have to come in here and edit anything. But now if we were going to test this email, I would simply come here and click on this little button that says test. Boom. And that automatically sends me out a copy of the email from this system. And then what I can do is I can check the links to make sure the links all come in correctly, and that when I click on them, they actually go back to my landing page, right? And when you click them, of course, they'll go to your landing page. So that's how you can test them. Now, here's what we're going to do now. And actually, under messages and follow-up messages, you can click on this link and you can add more follow-up messages in here. You can have as many as you want. Okay. Some of my follow-up campaigns, I have 60, 70 messages in, right? They're just all out there working for me while I sleep. I love it. So now my list name is Daily Income -ZNZ1. So that's my list name. So if you kept yours Daily Income -ZNZ, then that's what you're going to use. Now we're going to go back and connect up our GVO account, our autoresponder, to the Daily Income team. So I'm now in my back office. So what you're going to do to connect it up is you're going to come over here to third-party autoresponders, third-party AR. You're going to click on this, and you're going to come up here, select an autoresponder. You only have one choice, it's GVO. So you're going to have GVO campaign name and GVO username. The campaign name is the campaign we had, which is right here. If you didn't change it, then you just use that same thing, and we're going to paste it in here. GVO username, you're going to type in your GVO username, and then you're going to click Save. Alright, and if you recall, this is the demo info we put in here. Okay, so now we have our third-party autoresponder set up. It flipped us over to the personal information page, and so now the third-party autoresponder is now integrated with our, we click back to the members area, with our capture page. So what that means is, now when we opt in to our capture page here, it's going to actually trigger the autoresponder sequence from GVO as opposed to the system autoresponder. Okay. Boom. And now we're flipped over to our landing page, right? So all this stuff is sitting in here again. And but what's happened now, and as you can see, what happened is it went into our landing page account. This was the username that I set up on this demo account test. And now the autoresponders are going to be coming out of GVO as opposed to our system autoresponders. That's how you set up your autoresponders with GVO, third-party autoresponders. And they are now integrated out there working for you while you sleep. Hey, it's Mark Barrett. I'll see you on the next training video.